it don't happen, it don't happen, it don't happen, it don't happen, it don't happen. Update, update, update. It don't happen. Gabon, Gabon, Gabon. It don't happen. Gabon, Ekute. You want to see my tea? Sorry, you can't see it here on my. This is Ekute. It don't happen. It don't happen. Gabon. Hey, Ali Bongo or Ali Bongo, Ali Bongo. Hey, Gabon, Gabon. You see, it's a breaking news. Ali Bongo, Bongo Bongo of Gabon, you see, has been rejected, re-elected, or rejected re-election. Gabon, Gabon. Hey, the news is in Gabon now. Oh my God, Ali Bongo. Ali, what are your thoughts? What do you think about it? So Ali Bongo of Gabon, re-election rejected. My question is: the election, is it rejected by the people or by the military? Because I have a problem. For the past how many years? This man has been in power for many years. Who was the one helping the man to be in power, to be winning election? So that is why I'm asking that question. The re-election of Ali Bongo of Gabon, rejected now, is it by the people or by the military? Because remember, but the military has always been helping the man to win election. But all of a sudden, today now, or yes, was it today or whatever, the re-election was rejected. The people came out and now they say the military has taken over. Is it the people that rejected Ali Bongo or the military? And if it's the military, is it not the same military that have been helping him to win election? He has been in office for so many years. That is the question we are asking, guys. I salute you wherever you are. Wherever you are, thank you very much. Because that is why I always ask questions. There's a reason behind everything that you people celebrate without understanding. I want to drink my tea. Drink tea, guys. If you have tea, drink tea. Join me. Just like I share. I just have maybe less than 1 hour in this conversation. Tastes good. Tastes good. I salute you. See you. Thank you very much. Thank you for joining me this wonderful morning, wherever you are. Let's do this a little bit. The news of Ali Bongo, Ali Bongo of Gabon. How do you feel? The re-election of Ali Bongo, is he rejected by the people or by the military? This is something I'm asking. Because for so many years, this man has been in office for so many years. Now, how come the same military that has been helping him to win election for so many years, they are now rejecting him? Wait. I think I have a video of the man. In case you don't know who that man is. Ali Bongo of Gabon has been rejected, and now there's a military takeover of Gabon. You know, so Gabon, this man has been. His father was the president in 1967. This man, Ali Bongo, you know. See, let me tell you something. The father of this man, Ali Bongo of Gabon, has been the president 1967. And when the father finished as the president, the father handed it over to him by himself since 2009. My brother, since 2009, calculate it. You understand me? Calculate it. Oh my God. So his father has been the president of the country since 1967. And his father, after he was sick or whatever, died, he handed over power to him, Ali Bongo, since 2009. I want to ask you a question. Who has been helping Ali Bongo to be the president of Nigeria, of Gabon for so many years? Is it not the same military? So the question is, how come suddenly the military have taken over Ali Bongo presidency? Because after the election, of course, the people know it's always a manipulation. It's always a manipulation. For so many years, the military has been helping Gabon, Ali Bongo, to be the president of the country. But my question is, how come suddenly now they have changed? They have taken over. Let's calculate it. Since 2009, oh my God, 2019 now, how many years? I've not actually calculated that. It's not 2009. 14 years. This man has been the president of Gabon for 14 years. After his father died as a president since 1967, handed over to his son 2009, and now He's the president, and now the people have now said enough is enough. 14 years of being the president of Gabon. Now, let me show you the man that we are talking about. Very old man that is nothing to write him about, because this one is beyond. He doesn't even, he can't even do the job. You understand me? This one is completely different. But I want to show you something. Look at the man here. Hold on, guys. Oh, so many wahala for this phone. See, look at the man. Very matured man like that. Very old man is walking slowly. He cannot walk. Take a look at him. He can't even walk very well. Can you see it? He can't even walk very well. Look at the man now. So Ali Bongo. So what do you think? You know, the military takeover. What do you think? Is it something commendable that the military take over the government? Remember, the military has always been the one to help him win election for the past 14 years. But all of a sudden, the military now say, no, we don't want him anymore. After the election, they said, we don't want to, and now they have taken over. Can you see the man? That is the man. That is the man we are talking about. Can you see him? Can you see it? He cannot walk. It's not that he cannot, it's his age. That one is gone. How many years is the man? Let me go and look at it. I've not even checked. How many years is Ali Bongo of Gabon? Let's go and find out his age. If his age is contributed to the predicament. Even when he was young, when he was because I'm putting it in context. When he was young and took over 14 years ago, what did he do to the people of Gabon? You know, those are the questions that we are asking. Ali Bongo Odimba, president of Gabon. How many years? 64 years. Are you sure? What? 64 years is not old now. 64 years? 64 years? No, man. That is 64. I'm shocked. 64 years? No. 64 years? Ali Bongo Odimba, sometimes known as Ali Bongo, is a Gabonese politician who was the third president of Gabon from 2009 until 30 August 2023. Hey, a coup has happened in Gabon as a group of senior military officers took over the government, according to the media report earlier Wednesday. So they took over on Wednesday, right? That was today, right? Powerful. The senior officers made this known through an announcement on national television. Of course, we saw the announcement. So my question is 60 waiting. 60. How come the man can't even go past Joe Biden? This was say you are not informed. Stop talking. Emmanuel Chikozie Obefulu. It's a shocking news. No. There is something wrong somewhere. There is something wrong. This man, 64 years, is older than the way he's behaving. Is older than Joe Biden. Because I want to use Joe Biden. Henry Innocent. Immediately I saw Tinubu cap on your head. I just skipped the video. How do you skip the video and you are commenting? Oh God of God. Some people falling for this place. And I'm seeing all of you saying, the same thing will happen in Nigeria. The same thing will happen in Nigeria. Una no get sense. You understand me? By the way, look at it though. Wait. Am I making mistake? He was born on the 9th of February 1959, age 64 years. Is 64 years? 64 years? Boy, 64 years, and he's acting as if he's one old man like that. 64 years. How much Ozioma Okorie? He say Mumu boy. He dey listen to Mumu boy. Hey, Mumu boy, they listen to Mumu boy. You dey listen to Mumu boy, Mumu boy. You dey listen to Mumu boy. Hey, listen to Mumu boy, Mumu boy. Listen. Oh my God! No, 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 no. It's a question to. It's something that is interesting to find out. Are you getting me now? Now, when we look at the way the man is walking, he does not reflect that age. Looking at the age that they stated there, he does not reflect the age. This is not that he has injury or is a disadvantaged person. This is not a disadvantaged person. This is does not like it's not like he's a disadvantaged person. This is maybe was it sickness that caused his problems, his issues, because that is why I love some leadership, some political leaders in Europe and other places. When they find out that they can no longer do that job, they will resign honorably and they will hand over the job. You understand me? Now, somebody said because he has stroke, that was what happened to him and all of that. So when people, because he's 64 years, 64 years of age is very vibrant, is a youth. In fact, you don't know that the 64 now is the new age for the youth. I'm telling you guys, 64 years is very vibrant. It's not even up to Joe Biden and all of that, but he has a stroke. And that is why I love some politicians abroad, because what they do is that they will hand over honorably to somebody who can do the job. Are you getting me now? And because that, if I did not know the story, I would say he's an old man, but it's not an old man. So I take my statement back. Initially, when I said he was an old man, he's an old man, he's been there for years. He's been there 14 years. Okay, but I don't know the constitution of Gabon because I've not been checking, but I think that he has ruled more. Every time there is a manipulation of the election and all of that, he continued to be in office. But my question is, well, let me see. He said, gradually it will get to your man, but, oh, okay. So your plan is that it's going to get to Baba Tinubu? Okay. Oh, I like your dreams. It's a very good dream. Keep dreaming. There are so many people that dream and they die with their dreams. Are you getting me? That is by the way. Okay. So you see, before I say, oh, he's an old man, I take my statement back because 64 years old is not old. He had issues, has a problem with his health, and then he continued to be in office when he cannot discharge the duty. The people of Gabon, reading the stories around people of Gabon, they have been complaining of things, difficulties, and all of that. You see, we need leaders who want to serve the people, and if they no longer have the strength and the power to do that job, they should be able to come out and tell their people and hand over to a competent person that can deliver the country. I mean, that is what we are seeing. That is why today we can understand that political leadership in Africa is not redefined. It's not for its purpose. It's just people go there for fame, to grab power, to steal money and all of that. They are not there to serve and to make history and to write a legacy that can be remembered, forever remembered. Are you getting me now? So yeah, so that is the story of that is the story of what is going on today. And then we can see the videos everywhere that the people of Gabon are celebrating the military takeover. But my question, very important question, that you must, if you cannot understand this, then there's a big problem. If you cannot understand what is going on, then you cannot celebrate what is going on in Africa. Are you getting me now? Now, there's a military coup. Of course, we talked about the other day, Niger Republic is not finished. We have been talking, Mali has already gone. Is it Mali, Burkina Faso? So many of other places. How many of them? Like 5 now. Is it 5 or 6? Now, Gabon has taken place, and then some people will be saying, oh, just like some people are saying now, oh, it's coming to Nigeria. If you don't understand the reason behind the military coups or who are the sponsors of the military coup, sometimes you might be celebrating what you don't know. And that is what I'm telling you. This man, Ali Bongo, that have been in power for 14 years, has only been helped. You understand me? Has only been held by the military to remain. There is no way Ali Bongo could have been in office for 14 years without the help of the military. But all of a sudden, they now turn against him. They now take over power from him. So that is one thing you should begin to find out. It's because I'm asking a very important question. The rejection of the election in Gabon, is it the choice of the people or the military? Because how come the military take over the government, the same military that have been fighting for this man to remain in office for years? But all of a sudden, they help him, they have taken over the government all of a sudden. So is it the choice of the people? Because I can see in a video where the people are rejoicing and they are happy, they are celebrating on the street. Look at the video. You see? These are videos of people celebrating on the street. Can you see? Celebration going on. Wait, let me see if I can make it a little bit. These are celebrations going on everywhere as people are celebrating the military takeover in Gabon. So the military takeover in Gabon, the people are celebrating it. You know, the people celebrating. You know, they are happy that finally this man is out of office, and the people are celebrating it. So my question is, can you see that? But these are the same. This is the same military that has been keeping the man in office. Do you understand? The same military that has been keeping this man in office for 14 years, all of a sudden take over. And some people are celebrating without understanding. I'm being waiting for the details and updating from you. Thanks, bro. Keep the good work. Okay, thank you very much for your comment. Because you need to always understand the issue. SC said you are joking because Tinubu is in power anyway. The Gabon president is adopted child of Biafra. I learned that the Biafra people are lots of them are in Gabon. They stay in Gabon and they are the ones celebrating. Wait. I need to read some of your comments, guys. This is I need to respond to your comments. But they are celebrating. Is that celebration? Who are the people celebrating the military? So is this what Africa wants now? Military takeover? Or did they want military government back in Africa? Because I don't understand. That is the celebration of people. People are celebrating the military takeover of Ali Bongo government in Gabon. And now there are so many interesting questions. People are asking, what will Tinubu do as the chairman of ECOWAS? Will Tinubu invade Gabon as the chairman of ECOWAS? You know, they have been running a propaganda that Tinubu wanted to or wants to invade Niger Republic. But to their greatest surprise, there has not been any war anywhere. There's no invasion of Niger Republic. And now some of those people who are they're always busy running their propaganda, they are now pushing. They say, oh, let us see and wait for what President Tinubu, His Excellency Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, the chairman of ECOWAS, what is he going to do in Gabon? Is he going to say they should return power to Ali Bongo of Gabon? For me, in my own opinion, this man has suffered a lot of challenges, health issues, and I think that this man needs to rest. Looking at everything that we have seen, looking at the videos of the man, you know, he's not able to walk, he's not able to do anything. He cannot, even in various programs, we have seen him trying to communicate. I can compile all the videos of all the conferences attended by this man. He's not able to communicate properly. Wait. Let me make it a little bit large. He's not be able to communicate properly. So I don't know how he can be able to do a very nice job if he cannot communicate to the people, let the people understand him. Yeah, so he has not been able to, I don't think he has not been functional, right? You understand me? But my problem is that when the military take over, does that represent the interest of the people? Because if President Ali Bongo of Gabon has not been doing well, the people are the one that's supposed to come out and protest and say enough is enough, we don't want you. But that is what I'm saying, because you need to understand what I'm trying to explain to you. Because if you don't understand it, then you continue to celebrate what does not make sense, what will come to consume you. How come for the past 14 years, the people of Gabon has not been able to come out on the street to say enough is enough, we don't want this president? All of a sudden, the military took over. The same military that has been fighting for Ali Bongo, the same military that has been protecting him, the same military that has been rigging election for him to remain in power for 14 years beyond the constitutional or whatever. Yes, what the terms in the constitution, in their constitution. But he has been in government for 14 years, which means the same military has been giving him power, protecting him, and giving him the strength to remain in office. And all of a sudden, now they have taken over. So you need to understand who is behind what is going on. The military coups and uprising that is going on in Africa is something. There is something behind it. You don't come out and celebrate what you don't know, what is going to consume you. And that is what I'm trying to explain to you. Most important question is you should be asking, who is behind the military coups? Then when you understand who is behind the military coups, then you'll be surprised. You'll be asked yourself, in the case of Gabon, this man has been in government for 14 years. I see him. He's not okay. He has a problem in his health, which is normal. People can have problems, but he did not resign. He did not resign from office. He did not give power to his vice. I believe that the vice president is stronger. Some people say the vice is the wife. I don't even remember the story in details. But you see, but he did not hand over power to the vice, somebody who is sound that can do the job. But he has been remaining in office and he has been winning elections again and again in 14 years. So which means the military has been helping him to remain in power for 14 years. But today, the military have decided to take over. This is something that you should question. You should begin to think about it. It's not something you should be celebrating. Because I'm seeing some of you saying, oh, it's going to happen very soon in Nigeria. It's going to happen very soon in Nigeria. So there are some group of people who are saying, yes, we are happy for what is going on. Let the military take over. My question is, are you ready to bear the consequences of military takeover of government in Africa? Do you know what has happened in the past? Some people say, oh, it was the military that built the infrastructures in Nigeria. That after the military regime, up till now, there has not been any major infrastructure built by democratic government in Nigeria. Is that actually true? Is that the truth? You see, and I love what the military said today. Let me share you what one of the military, what's his name? This is one of the militaries in Nigeria. He said something today that I so much love it. And I want to share this. What's his name? Do I really know his name? Hold on, guys. Hold on. I need to show you this information. Very, very important. Because if not, people will be shouting ignorantly and sharing some kind of news that they don't know the consequences. Are you getting me now? Oh my God. I missed this. Guys, I missed this. I missed what I wanted to share to you. Hold on, guys. You see, this is what we are talking about. And if you don't understand this, you will continue to be shouting and be celebrating something that you don't know. You need to understand what is going on before. Hold on, guys. Oh, yeah, I've gotten it. So it's very important that you understand what is going on before you start celebrating it. For any government to continue to be in power, it is the military that is helping it. You understand me? I'm telling you, especially in the case of most of the government in Africa, it is always the military. They always use the military to overpower the people. And sometimes people can't even come out on the street. People can't even come out on the street to protest and to demand for good governance. But I love what this military man said. What's his name? I don't even know himself. He said something, which means that they understand that there are a lot of people that are spreading this propaganda and everywhere, just like what they are trying to do now. Some of them are saying, oh yeah, it's going to happen in Nigeria. We are waiting for it to happen in Nigeria. Some group of people say, okay, what is the president going to do in the case of Gabon? Is he going to say that they should return power to Ali Bongo that have been in office for 14 years, incapacitated, or yes, not in good mood, not in good shape? He's not been able to do his job, discharge of his duties, because I've listened to him speak in many occasions, in many conferences, events. It was not okay. Are you getting me now? So yeah, let me show you this. This is wonderful. Listen.
Nigerians, please desist from propagating some of these things they see on social media, because when you do that, you are only fueling the activities of these terrorists, and that is what they want.
Do you understand it? Because you need to understand what you are. This is one of the military. What's his name? Is it Kabwe? What is his name again? Oh my God! What's his name of this man? Oh yeah, you see, our people, they know how to spread propaganda to the point that is not is not helping them. And they think that it's helping them. They think that it will help them to cause problem, but it's not helping them. Are you getting me now? So we have few questions to ask. And the military is also in charge, understanding what is going on in the situation. Listen to it again. Very important. Pay attention.
Keep on saying anytime I have an opportunity like this, Nigerians should please desist from propagating some of these things they see on social media. Because when you do that, you are only fueling the activities of these terrorists. And that is what they want.
Exactly. That is exactly what they want. That is exactly what they want. You get the point now? Some of you are sharing all these things, making life difficult for you. You are the one that is making life difficult for you by sharing rubbish and expecting rubbish. When you hear some kind of thing, you share. Just like some people are sharing, oh, military coup in Gabon. Another one is going to happen. Another one is going to happen. The next one is in Nigeria. My brother, what do you hope to achieve? Do you know what a military government is? You do know what a military government is? You don't know. Yes?
Nigerians should please desist from propagating some of these things they see on social media. Because when you do that, you are only fueling the activities of these terrorists. And that's what they want.
Yes.
They're going to post all of these videos, post it here and there. That's just what they're looking for. Should stop being used as conduits for propagating some of the activities of these criminals. Instead, the energy you are using to propagate these things, you should channel it in supporting the members of the armed forces and other security agencies, bring information to us, help us gather intelligence so that we will use what we have to go after these people. There is no way that terrorists will be passing behind your houses or your farms and all of that and you won't be aware. Let us know what is going on. Keep on saying.
You see our military. No, you don't see our own military. You see our own military. I salute you wherever you are, guys. We are kings and queens, and we overcome the world. Are you getting me now? We are kings and queens, and we overcome the world. Today we are looking at the story, the breaking news happening in Gabon. Ali Bongo of Gabon, dethroned, military takeover after 14 years of presidency since 2009, and his father was a president 1967 and now took over by his son up to today. Ume Arinze meant to say Nigeria is loading. Yes, Nigeria is loading. Nigeria is loading to liberate the whole of Africa, to liberate you and to stop the criminality. What we are saying now is very, very important. Now, number one, Nigeria will be great if all these things happen. Number one, Nigeria will be the greatest if this will happen. Number one, that criminals, fake propagandas, fake video sharers, fake social media propagandists, including IPOP, IPONG, Biafra, disobedient criminals from the southeast, if all these criminals are punished, Nigeria will be great. You understand me? Nigeria will be the greatest. We want to see the president deal with the issue of misinformation. It's very, very important. This is what is contributing to all the agitations, to all the crimes, to all the propaganda that is going on in Nigeria. Is misinformation. Misinformation is something that can cause a lot of problems in a country, in a continent, in anywhere, even in leadership, even in a community, in a family. Misinformation. I have been seeing the previous administration in Nigeria, they have not been taking the issue of misinformation very, very important. You don't know, maybe you need to come and study cyber security so that you understand what is misinformation. We have been seeing lots of misinformation, and the government of Nigeria have not been taking misinformation very, very serious. Misinformation has been the trend in Nigeria for the past 20 years. We have seen the highest of it propagated by IPOP, IPONG, one of the terrorist groups in Nigeria, IPOP, Biafra, IPOP from the southeast. We have been seeing all of them running the propaganda everywhere on social media, and the government of Nigeria has been quiet for so many years. We want the government to deal with misinformation, because you see all the crises going on in villages, especially in Plateau, other places, because of misinformation. This is a project that the federal government must take very seriously. Misinformation. Misinformation. Nigeria will be great. Number one, if misinformation is dealt with. And how can we deal with misinformation? Making sure that all these people sharing misinformation, whether on social media, whether on ground, anywhere, they should be punished. You understand me? They should be punished. And we know lots of them from the southeast. Lots of them from the southeast, IPOP, Biafra people, they are sharing misinformation to the point that if not that we can be able to debunk and we understand, it could have caused a lot of crises and problems everywhere, which is what they want. And the military is also informing Nigerians to be aware of this.
Nigerians, please desist from propagating some of these things you see on social media, because when you do that, you are only foiling the activities of these terrorists, and that is what they want. Begin to post all of these videos, post it here and there. That's just what they're looking for.
Sir, these people will not stop sharing misinformation or fake news if there is no punishment, if there is no consequences. They will keep on doing it. So Nigeria should tackle the issue of misinformation. It is misinformation that has led to insecurities. If you don't know, all of them are linked. Misinformation is the one of the foundation, in fact, the father of insecurities, because it can cause crisis. It can go and ask the people that are fighting in Boko Haram or all these insecurities. They will tell you why. They will say, oh, they did not do this for us. Oh, maybe they will marry virgin in heaven. Oh, misinformation, wrong information. Because if you want to define misinformation, you know it's either wrong information or something that look like a truth, perversion of the truth, false information. So this is what is the backbone of insecurities. One of the ways to tackle the insecurities across Nigeria is to make sure that misinformation is tackled, and there should be consequences. People sharing misinformation must. It's a must. Consequences. See, this is number one thing. Immediately, the government of Nigeria take a decision, announce the consequences of misinformation today. You will see what will happen. I can assure the government. Immediately, there is announcement for consequences of misinformation. You will see what will happen. We have seen, in fact, a trend of viral misinformation cartel that have been running everywhere on social media. In fact, the federal government know that there is a radio today in Lagos and in some places run by IPONG, Nigeria, Biafra people in Nigeria, using it to spread misinformation. Is Nigerian government aware, or they want me to give them the information? So Nigerian government don't know. There is a radio run by IPONG, some group of IPONG people, Biafra people, secret radios that is streaming in Lagos, in some places, even that they use during the election to misinform the people. What is the government doing about that? The government talk about fighting insecurities, and every time I hear them say they want to tackle insecurities, and I don't hear them tackling the bone of the contention. I hear them say, oh, they want to buy weapons. Do you think that only weapons is what to tackle in insecurities? There is a misinformation machine, like a propaganda machine, that is operating in Lagos as I'm talking to you now. It's a radio, secret radio, run by the IPOM, Biafra criminals everywhere in Lagos. I'm giving this information today because I'm getting to the point that we should be talking about it. There's a secret radio. It's a radio. They are using it to spread misinformation. That is the bone. That is the foundation of insecurity. And the federal government must deal with misinformation. Immediately, the federal government announced the consequences of misinformation, of spreading misinformation. You can't do that in the UK. There's a consequence. There's a law. If you don't understand, there's a law you can't do that. You can't see anybody living in the UK talking rubbish. You can't see it. You can't see it in America. You can't see. There's freedom of speech, but misinformation is not allowed. So making sure that there's consequences for misinformation is not a threat to free speech. So the government must deal with that because it's something that touched my heart. I needed to deal with that before I move because I can see all these people spreading misinformation right now. For a lot of time, there's a secret radio in Lagos that they are using to spread misinformation. The federal government must find out. I can give them the information. There's a secret radio, as I'm talking to you now, that they are using to spread misinformation, propaganda, and that is what they have been doing for a long time, even before during the election. They use this radio to spread misinformation. This is what is causing the insecurities and problems in the country. So the government, if you want to solve the problem of insecurity, it must start with tackling misinformation, consequences for misinformation. The military should not just say to Nigerians that they should stop spreading misinformation. How will they stop spreading misinformation? Eh?
Nigerians please desist from propagating some of these things you see on social media, because when you do that, you are only foiling the activities of these terrorists, and that is what they want. You need to post all of these videos, posting here and there. That's just what they're looking for. You should stop being used as conduits for propagating some of the activities of these criminals. Instead, the energy you are using to propagate these things, you should channel it in supporting the members of the armed forces and other security agencies. Bring information to us, help us gather intelligence so that we will use what we have to go after these people. There is no way that terrorists will be passing behind your houses or your farms and all of that and you won't be aware. Let us know what is going on.
So that is one of our military officers, sending that information. But I'm saying that the people will not stop. You understand me? The people will never stop when they know that there's no consequences. See, there is anywhere in America is developed today because there are consequences for committing a crime. The UK is developed today because there are consequences. Anywhere you go in the world that is making sense, that things are done orderly, there is consequences. There are consequences. So please, if this is a priority, if you want to tackle the propaganda and the insecurity issues, you have to declare and now what are the consequences for sharing misinformation, fake news, propaganda, fake videos, and all of that. There must be consequences for people to stop. So for me, I want the federal government, to declare what are the consequences for sharing misinformation. There must be punishment for it. Immediately that consequences is announced today, you will see what will happen. Please, we want the federal government. If you want to solve the insecurity issues, misinformation must be tackled. That is the number one priority because it is when people are misinformed. They are able to convince them or use them to do any dirty work, any terrorism, any criminality. When people are misinformed, I'm telling you, when people are misinformed, are you getting me now? In the UK, you are punished if you are the one that gave the wrong information that lead to something that lead to something that lead to something. You'll be surprised how everything you'll be punished for it. If you are the one that gave the wrong instructions, what is training? Training is about giving instructions and directions. So that is it. If you don't give the right information, you give the wrong information. And that wrong information can lead to somebody's death or somebody's life, health. It is a lot. Misinformation is the backbone of everything we are talking about. So tackling insecurity in Nigeria is misinformation. I know most of you don't think about this. All you think about is buying equipment. You want to buy equipment, and then look at it. Because you are focusing on buying equipment and maybe whatever, guns and whatever. The people selling it to you are busy fueling the crisis, fueling misinformation that leads to the crisis that will make you to go and be buying equipment all over to use it and cause problems. You don't know. You don't understand it. You don't think it. It's about misinformation. Misinformation is the backbone of insecurities. Are you getting me now? Are you getting me now? Yeah, somebody said there is freedom of opinion and speech in Britain. I doubt if you are well informed or educated. This person is Joshua Chukwuemeka. He never entered UK before. He never even lived Nigeria before. You don't know what we are talking. There's freedom of speech, but spreading misinformation. Your opinion is your opinion. Opinion is what comes out from you. Opinion is not saying that the president is the one that increase the price of or increase the salary of the civil servant. Is that opinion? That is not opinion. So I'm talking about spreading misinformation. So that is why I pity most of these people from the southeast. His name is from you will know. His name is Lawrence Joshua Chukwuemeka is from the southeast. They don't know. They feel like they know. You see, these people, they need a reorientation. I've told you people that, especially people from the southeast, they need a national orientation. They lack understanding. I'm telling you, what is a proof. What confirmed that the people from the southeast, they lack orientation is when they were shouting about 25% in Abuja. That explains it all. Because they don't understand. No matter how you explain, they are ET. According to them, that's the word, ET. They only count money in Onitsha. Simple. I'm talking about misinformation and it's telling me opinion. Is this opinion? Opinion is, what is opinion? Can you say that the president is the one that increased the salary of civil servants? Is that opinion? That is not opinion. That is misinformation. That is misinformation. Can you say the president of Nigeria is the one that wants to cause a war in Niger Republic? That is misinformation. That is not your opinion. What is your opinion? Your opinion is basically what you feel and what you know gathered. And then when you share it, somebody can correct you and say, no, that is misinformation. You see the problem now? That is misinformation. That is wrong. What you said now is wrong. That is misinformation. This is the right thing. So the issue of tackling misinformation is very, very important to resolve the insecurity issues in Nigeria. Nigeria will be great if there are consequences for spreading misinformation. If propaganda machine like IPONG, IPOP, Biafra, disobedient people are punished, if there are consequences. Are you getting me now? You cannot be spreading misinformation and then you think that all is well. You think that when you spread misinformation, you use it to cause problems and to cause confusion everywhere in the country. So we want the federal government. We want to know the consequences of spreading misinformation. And one of the ways I love this president, this current government, what they are doing is to make sure that they debunk all the lies, is to make sure that they keep on informing Nigerians. So, number two, Nigeria will be great if we have a government that is transparent. If we have a government that provides the necessary information of what they are doing, their challenges, and the current investment that they are offering to the Nigerian people. And we can see the president doing it. Transparency. We need information. Nigerians need to be informed of what the president is doing, of what the government is doing to cushion the effect of the challenges, of the crisis, of the problems, economical problems, and all of that, for Nigerians to know, to continue to build the hope of Nigerians and to give them a direction. So running a transparent government will make Nigeria to be great. And we can see the government of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu doing it. Every week we see the press statement, the press release, and we can see updates from different angles. You know, they are taking it very seriously. That is why I said information. If the people are not informed, they are deformed. If you don't inform the people, all these terrorists, criminals that are running on social media, spreading propaganda to incite crisis and violence everywhere all over the country, they will succeed. So we need investment. We need investment in running a transparent system. And that includes providing the right information to the people of Nigeria, keeping them informed of what the government is doing every step by step, and most especially, who are the people stopping the implementation of the policies. For example, the governors. Up to today, do you know that up to today, the governor in Anambra State has not told the people what they are going to use the money to do. The 5 billion. We saw the governor of Adamawa announcing that out of the 5 billion palliative that the government has given to them, the governor of Adamawa has used about 1 billion to buy 10 buses that will cushion the effect of transportation and all of that in the state. Is that something good? Is that not something good? So the people that are stopping what I'm trying to explain is very, very important. When the federal government announced to Nigerians, the people stopping the implementation of the policies, then Nigerians will now know what to do. This is very important. It's not just giving Nigerians information of what the president is doing. Who are those people stopping the implementation of these policies and the good system that the government is doing? For so many years, Nigerians have been suffering, thinking that the federal government or the president is the cause of their problems. Yes, the president is part of the problem, but the greater part of the problem is the governors and other elected officials, politicians that have refused to do their own job. So we want this government. Remember, I said Nigeria can be great. That is number 2 point. If the government of Nigeria run a transparent system, press release, keeping the people informed of what the government is doing, and then this, part of it, the B part of it, is to let Nigerians know the people stopping the development, stopping the implementation. For the past few weeks, we have been seeing the president of Nigeria announcing measures, steps, monies, funding, resources invested, pumped into the state. But then, who are those people stopping the implementation of these policies? We want the federal government to also furnish Nigerians with this information. Are you getting me now? Please, this is very, very important. Number 1, Nigeria will be great if there are consequences for misinformation, consequences for spreading fake news, propaganda. We need the government to announce the consequences for it is urgent. This is part of the cybersecurity that everybody is talking about. Now, let me tell you what happened today. Let me tell you what happened. What is it in the UK yesterday and some this week? Do you know that over flight, there's a lot of challenges? People have, all these travel problems. They are not able to travel. There are a lot of restrictions and problems encountered. The flight, they could not. So many problems, traveling problems. Do you know why? Because the tools, the software used to process all these flight operations, whatever, had issues, technical issues. And do you know what is causing that thing? Just information. Just information that is missing somewhere that has caused a total disorganization of the system, that over 300 flights were cancelled in the UK. Just information. So I think that this is number 1 thing that the federal government must invest in to stop the insecurity issues in the country, including social media. Very important, because social media has become a very powerful tool that can either help to grow or destroy somebody, people, economy, country, or anything, or business. So the government there must be consequences for misinformation. Information is very, very important. It is the backbone of stopping or controlling, reducing the insecurity issues in the country. And I think it's very, very important. There must be consequences for all these things. There must be a transparent system, and people must know who that are the cause of their problems. The governors. It's very, very obvious. Anambra State today has not told us what they are going to use the 5 billion to do. I'm not aware. The last time I checked, they say they want to provide health, whatever. It's not, there's no proper plan, nothing. And before you know it, the people will be complaining, and that's it. Why should it be like that? Why should it be? Anambra State governor is a professor. And yet, we cannot hear all these people from the southeast, especially from Anambra, Biafra, IPOP criminals. We cannot hear them talk about their governors. We cannot hear them tell us what is it that their governors is doing in the southeast to stop the problems. Is the government holding anybody, any governor? No. So why are they not doing this issue, what they are supposed to do? So we want the federal government to inform Nigerians, the people that are like a bottleneck, stopping the implementation of the good policies and systems that the government, the federal government, is trying to implement in the country. Are you getting me now? Now, we have seen so many spread of this propaganda by the IPOP people, especially people from the southeast, the Igbos from the southeast, championing the spreading of propaganda through their propaganda machine. IPOP, IPONG, Biafra, disobedient. We need consequences for these things. As I'm talking to you, they are spreading propaganda, telling the people that, oh, look at what is going to happen. They were the same people that was demanding for interim government. We remember them. We remember them very, very well. We cannot forget. The same disobedient children the same IPOP people, the same Biafra people from the southeast, the Igbos from the southeast. They were the same people calling for interim government. Today, they are the one championing the propaganda again. And the military is telling us that, oh, Nigerians should stop. How can Nigeria stop when there's no consequences? How can they stop?
Can I have an opinion like this?
Huh?
Nigerians should please desist from propagating some of these things they see on social media. Because when you do that, you are only foiling the activities of these terrorists. And that is what they want. You need to post all of these videos, post it here and there. That's just what they're looking for. Should stop being used as conduits for propagating some of the activities of these criminals.
Now, in the UK, even if you are not only in the UK, in the US, any other place, even if you are not the originator of the misinformation or propaganda, if you are among the people that share it, there's punishment, there's consequences. Even if you are not the person that owns it, for example, on Facebook, let's take Facebook for example. If you share misinformation, Facebook will block that account, restrict your account, restrict the owner of the misinformation, and restrict you that share it. So why is Nigerian government allowing these criminals? Common Facebook have a policy that stops misinformation. I'm very, very not happy when I see that the government of Nigeria is not taking misinformation very serious. There is no consequences. There is no consequences. If on Facebook, try and share anything that is not appropriate. Try and share anything that is not right. There is consequences. So what are we talking? A functional government that wants to move the people, the country forward must have consequences for misinformation and must implement it and enforce it. That is what is missing in the Nigerian context. And for many years, this has been happening. Most of you know, if you are a user on Facebook, if you share any misinformation, they will block your account, they will restrict it. Sometimes they might even delete your page or your account for spreading misinformation. So why is the government taking it lightly? No, why is the government taking it lightly? You don't know the consequences of spreading misinformation? No. You don't know the consequences of spreading misinformation? If you just share it, in the UK, there is punishment. If you are the one that shared it, even on Facebook or anywhere, there is severe punishment for that. Consequences. So we want the government to take this very seriously, because we cannot allow misinformation to destroy our country. We cannot allow it. We cannot. So if we are going back to the Ali Bongo issue in Gabon, the military has been helping the president of Gabon to be in power for 14 years. And today, they are the same military that take over the power. Who are those behind it? It is not something to celebrate. If you are telling me that it is the people that came out to remove the Ali Bongo, their president, it could have been different. The military don't speak for the people. Do you know what it means to be ruled by the military government? Because you cannot tell me that it is the choice of the people. Is it the choice of the people or the military? The military are not for the people. So it is not the people who came out, who take some actions to remove their president. It is the military. So what is behind it? So stop spreading misinformation. Stop celebrating what you don't know first. Find out what are the consequences. Who are those behind what is happening in Africa? Is it what we want? Africa, the most important question now is it military government that is a good choice? Is it the system of governance that we choose in Africa? These are the questions we should be asking. It's not because you lost election, you want anything that will topple the government. You are just happy. Anything that will bring problem to the government, you are happy. As long as it's not your brother, or as long as it's not the people that you supported, you are just happy. You are just looking for anything that will cause destabilization. Then you don't know what you are doing. Huh? You don't know what you're doing. Wait, let me read some of the comments of some people on my page. I want to really understand what is going on. So, just like I said before, in my opinion, I don't really think this man is supposed to still be in the office, because you can see his challenge. He's a 64 years old man, but because of his health challenges, he's not able to deliver that job properly. So, which means that he's supposed to have handed over just like what is going on, there are so many people who are not doing their job, maybe because of sickness or whatever. They hand over decision making and everything to their subordinate, or well, to their colleague or their vice, to make sure that the job is done properly. Are you getting me now? This man has not been doing properly. He cannot speak. He has not been addressing the issue. So for me, I don't know how he will help to grow the country. So we need capable people, competent people in power to do the job. Just like our president. The president of Nigeria is capable and is shocking them. And that is why they are doing everything possible to see what they can do, how they can topple his government. But you see, it's not going to succeed. I want to read some of the comments as I move forward in this conversation today. So some people are asking, what will the president of ECOWAS, His Excellency Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, what is he going to do to the issue of Gabon, the military coup in Gabon? What do you think? What do you think will be the decision of the president or of the chairman? Remember, we have a president of ECOWAS. We also have the chairman. Our president, His Excellency Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, is the chairman, not the president of ECOWAS. So are you getting me now? So what do you think? What do you think will be the decision of our president? Do you think that the president would like power to return back to Ali Bongo, or what do you think will be his decision? I get it. For me, I feel that there should be competent person put in place to lead the people of Gabon. There are young people in Gabon which their future is at stake. And Gabon is not even in ECOWAS. So I don't understand why some people say, what will be, is Gabon part of the ECOWAS? Is Gabon part of the member state of the ECOWAS? Okay, wait. Listen. Uh-huh. So that is when the military announced the takeover. Capatebesion. The Gabon people is like they speak French. The capatebesion. Is that their language? I mean, I'm just asking questions, you know. This is the first son of Idu. I ask questions. Capitation. I know that they have their language. So, but anyways, you see, that is why we have said that, you know, when we keep, and I love our president, you know, our president always said, why do you keep complaining and blaming past leaders and everything when you are here? What is your own impact to strengthen the system and to bring solution? And that is what we are talking about. Are you getting me now? So the announcement, this was the announcement by the military when they took over the country. And I'm asking, is it the choice of the people? Are the people going to be happy? Are the people going to enjoy what is going on? Uh-huh. Okay. Gabon. Okay. So there is somebody that is shouting behind. Is that person happy or crying? Is that because that is why I'm asking this question, guys. The military takeover, is it the choice of the people or is the military? Because the same military has been helping Ali Bongo to be in office for 14 years. You get the point. You get the point now. According to that, my Igbo brother, he said, you get the point. You get the point now. You get the point now. Because some of you don't understand. So Gabon is not part of the member state of ECOWAS. You see, this is part of the thing I'm trying to tell you, that the government must have consequences for misinformation. We started seeing some Nigerians, because some of them, we don't even know where they belong, whether they are Nigerians or Biafra. These are the people, either they are sympathizers of IPON criminal terrorist group or Biafra terrorist group, because we don't even know. We have seen them started putting things on President Tinubu. They say, oh, what will President Tinubu do? They don't even do their homework. You understand me? They don't even do their homework very well. Gabon is not part of the ECOWAS. If I'm wrong, please correct me. Is Gabon part of ECOWAS? But just like I said before, the president of Nigeria is the president of Africa. Because we are the giant of Africa, is the motherland. That does not mean that President Tinubu will not do something But we know that Gabon is not a member state of ECOWAS. So why is this Biafra IPOP people spreading propaganda? They say, what will President Tinubu do what will the President Tinubu do in Gabon? Is he going to say this and that? You see what I'm saying? This is part of information that we are giving. Oh, Tukumbo, Gabo say Gabon is Central Africa, not West Africa. Oh, so you see, they didn't even know. They didn't even know this. That Gabon is not West Africa because ECOWAS has to do with West Africa. You see, so what concerns President Tinubu with what is going on in Gabon? This one say hand go touch you very soon, you idiot. You see, these are the Igbos, the IPOP criminals. It's not all the Igbos. So I'm talking about the IPOP Biafra people who are Igbos. These are the only thing that they know how to do. Threatening people, running propaganda. That's it. This one, John, say, you are very confused human being. It is a pity that some sensible people are still hailing you. This is, what's his name? Another IPOP criminal from the southeast. He say, I'm confused. And you are watching a confused man. Then you are automatically confused. Because there are so many programs on Facebook that I don't watch. If I go there, I don't like what that person is saying, I leave. So why are you watching me if I'm confused? Do you want to be confused? My brother, this is the city boy movement. I've told you, I will not do gra gra. I will not make noise the way you are doing. But you see this program, you will see the output of this program. I'm telling you, what we are telling you is a reality. You know, every time I keep telling you, what we are telling you is a reality. You know, we will continue to let people know your criminality. That's the way to put it. We will continue to let people know what Biafra IPON criminality is about. Because you don't know. You are the one spreading because you say you scatter all over the country. You live everywhere in Nigeria. You live in Niger. You live in Plateau, Niger, Plateau. Even the problem going on in Plateau State, if you look very well, the Biafra IPOP people are part of it. They are part of it. Do you know the number of the Biafra people living in Plateau State? Many of you don't know. Sorry, guys. Let me check this. Huh? Sorry, guys. Oh my God, I need to leave very soon. I need to leave very soon. My time is soon up. You understand me? If you check very well, part of the problem going on in Plateau, all those things, is part of the IPONG. IPONG, they are everywhere. They cause problem everywhere. If you want to check, we can find out. They are part of problems. Just like what happened in Nasarawa, what happened in Plateau. They are there. They are living in Plateau, mostly in Plateau and Nasarawa. IPOP people. But that is by the way. Are you getting me now? That is by the way. So please, if you don't like my program because I'm saying what you don't like, I'm saying what does not conform to you, I'm exposing your secret, you can simply leave my page. Most times I block you people, but you are still here. I don't know why you are here. I don't want you people to listen to my program. The program is not for you. The program is for people who don't know you, so that they will not continue to be deceived by your propaganda. So many of them, I was part of the people before spreading propaganda without knowing. I was part of the IPONG Biafra people some years ago. When I take a proper look and analyze everything, I discovered that this is propaganda. This is criminality, and I don't want to be part of criminality. And I came out of it. So I can tell people that what IPOP Biafra IPONG people are doing from the south is criminality. That is why I'm bold to tell you this, and that is why they are not happy. And I have all the receipts, all the proof of what I'm trying to tell you. So my job here is to let people know your criminality. We fight to protect and to defend our land. That is our job. And these IPOP people, IPOP people are everywhere. They are everywhere. They cause criminality, they cause insecurity, they cause kidnapping everywhere in a bid to destabilize the government. And when they cause problems, they will now be sharing on Facebook. That is why we say that there must be consequences. Immediately, the federal government announced the consequences of spreading misinformation. You will see what will happen. and then we can begin to fish them out. That is what I'm waiting for. I know them. The secret radio that is operating in Lagos. I don't know if the governor of Lagos State knows about this. I'm sending this message to the governor of Lagos State that there is a secret radio that they are using to spread propaganda in Lagos. If the governor of Lagos, is he aware? Thank you very much, Evergreen. Evergreen Diary said on YouTube, he said, I saw you have only 10 views. I am here to help your dying career. So the brother said, I have 10 views only on my YouTube. Oh, my brother, you have made a very big mistake. Go and ask them. Let them tell you who Nsima is. This is Akparawa Nsima. Go and check when the page was created. So my views is not your problem. You think that I'm doing what you are doing. Evergreen said this one of them that were deceiving that they are fighting for Biafra till the feeding bottle of criminality was taken away from them. This is Evergreen Diary. My brother, you are right. I was deceived that we are fighting for Biafra, for freedom. I don't know that you guys are the criminals, the Igbos running Ipong Biafra. You are right. And that is why I'm here to tell the people that don't know. So I'm proud of it. I was part of the people spreading propaganda until I discovered it, because I did not know that Biafra IPOP are criminals. They are running propaganda. They are scammers. So that is why I'm here. So why are you angry? You just confirm it in your post to me. You look at it here on YouTube. You said it. Adeshino Sadiq said, I saw 272 comments in my site. My brother, don't worry. Don't worry about all this. You should be asking yourself, Nsima have only 1 views or 2 viewers or whatever, but he's still here. How does he survive? If I'm doing it as a business, how does he survive? So you should be asking yourself. Mazi Onyema Chikezie wants to say, hungry, don't finish you. Waiting happened to Idu and autopilot. My brother, that is the question. So anyway, that is by the way. So the federal government must announce, give us the outline. What are the consequences for spreading misinformation? There must be punishment. It's not enough for the military or the government to say Nigerians should stop spreading misinformation. They will never stop because there are no consequences. For example, in the UK or in the US, anywhere you go, even if somebody is there or somebody is not watching you, there are consequences for committing any crime. Even if somebody is not there, even if they can't catch you today, tomorrow, or in the next 30 years or 50 years, the moment they discover your criminality, you will be punished. You will be punished. So people are careful in what they do. So what are you talking about? So please, we need consequences in Nigeria. If there are consequences already, because I'm not aware, these consequences should be enforced to stop the criminality going on in the country and to stop the insecurity issues. If the federal government wants to solve the problem of insecurity, is not buying weapons from the same people instigating the misinformation that is causing the problems in the country. This is my message. This is my message. The source of insecurity is misinformation. The government must tackle the insecurities. Somebody say, I'm seeing 600 views here. My brother, forget all these things. Forget about views or not views. The message we are sending it to the right quarters. Are you getting me now? What is important is my message. Forget the views. If I need views, I can get views. That is not what I'm talking about. I want you to get my information. Forget what. See, listen to me very, very well. I said the source of insecurity going on in Nigeria, in Africa, is misinformation. And if the federal government wants to solve this issue of insecurity, they must take misinformation very, very important. And there must be consequences for misinformation. If there are consequences for misinformation, it means that the government should invest in a national orientation program to sensitize the people, the right information, and to get the right information. Run a transparent system that will keep the people informed to stop spreading misinformation. I get me. Somebody say, why are you putting on Tinubu cap? Because it's my president. He's who I support right from time. I'm not afraid of you. I've always been supporting, even when others could not support him. I've always been here supporting the president. His Excellency, Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu. You know, I'm not afraid of you or any other person. I'm doing it because this is my belief. I get me now. And I'm not being paid. Nobody's paying me. Nobody paid me for it. I get me. Nobody pays me to do what I'm doing. I'm doing it because I'm a patriotic Nigerian and I want my country to move forward. You understand me? And I believe that President Tinubu is the one that is bringing salvation to the country. President Tinubu is the one that is going to fix the country. Do you know why? Because he has the experience, over 30 years of experience. He has the capacity, and the capacity includes the team of people that he has that can work with him, technocrats, intelligent people that are working with him to deliver that job. That is because I'm part of the technocrats. I'm part of the intelligent people that is making changes, causing changes, bringing ideas, skills, knowledge, tools to make sure that we set our country free. In the UK is the way it is because of the people. Because of the people. The people are the part of the people making sure that the government do the right thing. The people play a very fundamental role in making sure that a government is successful. Without the people, there's no democracy. So when you remove the people from holding the leaders accountable, then you are failed. A country failed when the people refuse to stand up for their right. Are you getting me now? So you must stand up for your right. By the way, if you don't know about my coaching program, you may need to join my coaching program. You can go and look at it in simacoachingacademy.com. There are a lot of things that we do. Are you getting me now? So this is what I'm trying to tell you. You know, this is what I can see some comments. Some people are not happy. They have a lot of problems with me. My brother, it's not everybody that is going to be happy with you. By the way, let me play this to you because I already know the secret. That is why I'm doing what I'm doing. Let me tell you, because I know what I'm doing, I don't expect you to like me. Because I know what I'm doing, I don't expect you to like me. Listen to it. Listen.
You think that just because you're nice, the world is going to be nice to you. You're joking.
Did you hear that? Did you hear that? Did you hear that? The reason why
think that just because you're nice, the world is going to be nice to you.
Okay.
Doesn't happen that way.
It doesn't.
When you do good things, it will not put you on other people's good books.
By the way, somebody said to me, Abbas, oh, so is that they use church? Are they use because now what are they listening now? Somebody said you will soon see what you don't want in Nigeria. Oh, okay. We are waiting for it now. Evergreen on YouTube say you said IPOP is a criminal organization. What about the Krampa, Tinubu, that young brilliant guy like you is support? Your glory is gone, bro. Evergreen Diary, no problem. It's my choice. If you choose to support a criminal organization like IPONG, IPOP, or Biafra, it's your choice. I choose to support the old man, President Tinubu. I agree. He's an elderly man, but you see, he's an elderly man with intelligence. He's able to defeat your who do you say is your youth? Are you not ashamed of yourself that an old man deceived you people? You call yourself youth, you call yourself celebrity, but old man deceive all of you. You are not afraid, you are not ashamed to even mention it. You should be ashamed of yourself. Old man was able to defeat all of you. The President Tinubu, the old President Tinubu you are calling, defeated all defeatables and still defeating all of you, man. I will be ashamed to call him old man because he is not old. He's more younger than you because it's only young people that can defeat old people, man. He defeated all of you. President Tinubu defeated. So go and carry yourself, put it inside house. You should be ashamed of yourself. Are you getting me now? This one say IPOP is bigger than you. No worry, I beg, soon you go here. All about threat and threat. That was the same way you told us that IPOP is formidable. Today, the IPOP is nowhere to be found. Go and sleep, man. Go and sleep. The President Tinubu that all of you are talking rubbish is your president. He has defeated all of you, but you can't cover yourself in shame because you don't have any value. You understand me? You don't have any value. IPOP is a criminal organization. IPOP, they say, is formidable, is this and that, is bigger than you. The same people running propaganda, deceiving themselves. Come on, get out of here. I've blocked you people. You are still coming to my page. You say you people are formidable, and then look at the way you people are. IPOP formidable, criminals everywhere. This one staying somewhere, say he's running government in exile every day, praising himself that government in exile is now the one in charge. Government in exile, criminals. Listen to the good advice I'm giving to you. So I don't expect you people to like me. You are joking. I don't expect you people to like me. Why will you like me? Because I am exposing the criminality that is going on. Look at it.
That just because you're nice,
Uh-huh.
the world is going to be nice to you.
Okay.
Joking.
You are joking.
Doesn't happen that way.
Uh-huh.
When you do good things, it will not put you on other people's good books.
Oh.
They don't like you for it.
You see that?
And that's why you have to pray like this. Because when you pray like this,
so I've taken the part of the message I want to take. He said, if you are nice, you don't expect people to be nice to you. This one said, Chike NS said, this evening you will die. Uh-huh. Tomorrow morning you will see me. It's a pity I don't have much time. Because if I have time, I will deal with all of you. Don't worry. You will see now. There's consequences for spreading fake news. It's going to happen. Then you'll be surprised. You see, all of you now, you told us IPONG is formidable. Today, you are crying. You are begging the government. I saw the statement from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Who knows if it's from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? Because I'm beginning to feel that even Mazi Nnamdi Kanu himself might be genuine. Yes, in his thoughts, in what he wanted to do, but his people hijacked him. You understand me? His people hijacked everything and confused him, just like they are confusing people today. They are confusing Simon Ekpa, confused all that. So I'm beginning to feel that Nnamdi Kanu might be genuine in his heart, in his thoughts, because now they are sharing a statement that Nnamdi Kanu said he's not going to beg the government anymore. Because he said that IPOB is formidable. But they are begging the government. And some people, some miscreants, some criminals are the one pushing Nnamdi Kanu. When Nnamdi Kanu's intention might not be to do what he's doing or to do what happened. But you see, they are telling him, oh, he's not going to beg the government. If you don't beg the government, you will die. And if you don't beg the government for committing crime, you will die. Because when the government deal with you, you will not escape it. Go and ask Emefiele. If you don't beg, and then it is the government that will decide if they will accept your apology or forgive you. If you don't beg the government for the crimes we have committed, you will die. I'm just telling you. So we saw the statement. They say Nnamdi Kanu say, "Oh, I'm not going to beg anymore for the government to release me." I'm not sure that statement is from Nnamdi Kanu, anyways, because if the government deal with you, forget it. After God is the government. That is the truth. Whether you like it or not. If you don't like it, go and get out of here. You don't know anything. You understand me? It is the government that determines what happened. The policies. And the government is people. It's made out of the people. Don't forget, when we say government, it's not about politicians alone. It's the people. And that is why you have been missing. The role of the people have been missing in government. In democracy. What I'm telling you is a reality. The role of the people have been missing in government, and that is why the government has not been successful. And because we know that for President Tinubu to become successful, we, the people, must be part of the government. And that is why we are doing what we are doing. I am not waiting for anything for me to do what I'm doing, because I know I live in a developed world. In the UK, I've gone to different places, developed world, Europe, I see that the government is successful because of the people. So the role of the people has been missed in government, especially in Africa, because even the politicians, they don't want people to get close. They don't want people to have their say. When the people try to speak, they shut the people down. They use the military. That is why the government have been failing. So the government have a say. The government determine what happens. You, which is the people. You are the people. The democracy is the government of the people, by the people, and for the people. So you see, you don't know what you are doing. That's why when I watch all of you, you say things that you don't know. You go to school, but you don't understand. You go there to get degrees. Finish. You don't have common sense. Because government is the people. Democracy is the people. And when the people is missing in democracy, in the government fails. And that is what we are talking about, guys. So, guys, I don't have much time. I just came here to talk about this Ali Bongo, and I'm asking 3 major questions. Breaking news in Gabon that military have taken over the government of Gabon. I'm asking 3 most important questions. Number 1, Ali Bongo has been the president of Gabon for 14 years. Who made it possible for Ali Bongo to be the president of Gabon for 14 years? Is it not the military? How come the military is taking over today? Who are those behind it? Number two question, where is the role of the people in Gabon? Is the re-election people in Gabon that they reject Ali Bongo, is it the choice of the people or the choice of the military? That the military are able to take over? How come today the military are the one taking over? Is it the choice of the people or the military? That is number two question. Number three question, next. Because we have seen many military takeovers on 5 different countries in Africa. There is no peace, there is no development, there is no food, there is no good life. So that forms my third question. Is military government now the choice of Africans? Do you know the consequences of military government? So those are my questions I'm asking, and that is why I came here today. I love all of you guys. We will continue to be strong and do our job. Nobody can stop the success of Nigeria. Nobody can stop President Tinubu. Nobody can stop the government of President Tinubu, because the government of President Tinubu is the government of the people, by the people, and for the people, and that is democracy. The government of President Tinubu is the government of unity and competency. And we, the people, over 9 million of us, we supported the President Tinubu to be there, and it's going to be there. Any misinformation, any propaganda, we are going to debunk it. We are not afraid of any bagger. Trust me, I'm not paying any job, and I don't need to be paid. I know my job as a citizen. I know my job as a patriotic Nigerian. That is what I'm doing. I believe that the government of Nigeria or any government in Africa will not be successful without the people. The government is not complete without the people. Without the people having their say, contributing to the success of the country, they are able to speak up. There will be no government. And what is the issue? What is the essence of the government in the place? If it's not for the people, their job there is for the people. Therefore, I speak today in regards to the people spreading propaganda on social media or anywhere in Nigeria or media houses, that they should be government needs to announce the consequences for misinformation, for spreading misinformation, propaganda, and fake news. This is what is going to stop the insecurities, because misinformation is the source of insecurities in Africa, in Nigeria. Solution to the insecurity issues in Nigeria is not be using our resources to buy weapons abroad by the same people sponsoring the misinformation that is causing problems all over the country. And for those people who are wishing for the military takeover in Nigeria, please go and pray very well. Go and pray very, very well that you will not be a victim of military government. Are you getting me? You will not be a victim. Some of you saying, spreading fake news, or I don't know whether you are trying to encourage your brothers that Tinubu will go out very soon. I'm sorry for you. I'm sorry for you, because it's not going to. It might not work for you. It might not work for you. Are you getting me? It might not work for you. So that is my time today. I will come back again and we'll deal with all these criminals. I can see all of them coming in my broadcast. Nigeria will be the best, will be the greatest, if the government invests in agriculture, if the government invests in manufacturing, if the government makes sure that there is electricity to promote economic activities, if the government makes sure that there are policies to support the economic development and activities in the area of agriculture and manufacturing, if the government makes sure that there's a transparent system to curtail misinformation and the insecurity issues, Nigeria will be great. And we support and we know that Nigeria will be great. Nigeria is back on track, just like our president, His Excellency Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, has declared. Thank you very much for watching. Of course, our prayers is that our president will continue to be strong in good health, with the right knowledge, wisdom, akonuche, to continue to lead the country, to continue to choose the right people that will work with him, make the right decisions to make sure that Nigeria is on the path of success. That's our prayers today. And I pray for you and you that is watching me, you that is sharing this video, you that like this video, that you'll be alive to see Mr. President Tinubu succeed, to see Nigeria succeed, to see Nigeria back on track, on the path of success. This renewed hope agenda, we want to be alive and enjoy it, during our lifetime. That is our prayers, guys. May God bless you. May God bless you. May God bless our president, and may God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Of course, you know my name. My name is Akparawa Nsima, the first son of Idu. I'm from Akwa Ibom. Akwa Ibom Ayaya. Abasiri Onwoke Ndufo. Itomibao. Abasiri Onwoke Ndufo, guys. Bye-bye. Stay blessed. Until I come your way next time. Bye bye for now. All right, guys. Bye on YouTube. I need to go because I have something.